Okay, the number 6 worst film of 2010 is Afterlife. And in this film, it's a journey teetering on the afterlife, if you will, where Christina Ricci looks scary and not in a good way. And Liam Neeson could multiply his performance in this film by 10, and it wouldn't even equal 1/100th of how good he was in Taken last year, which wasn't even his best performance of his career. Justin Long in a bad movie goes together like Justin Long in a good movie, fitting in perfectly with what is going on in the film and what's going on around him, and this has nothing much of significance to it at all. As a matter of fact, I'd rather listen to Liam Neeson read off a Chinese phone book than watch this film again. I'm not kidding. Read out the entire phone directory of China in like an 8-part DVD series or something that's sold on by Time Life or whatever and advertised on PBS, then watch this film again. That is how bad it was. Actually, no. I'd rather watch Chad Michael Murray from One Tree Hill and the Cinderella Story read a Chinese and American phone book in one movie. That's how much I did not like this film. It'd still be better than this. This film is supposed to be like about the transition of Afterlife. Well, it'll only make you wish you were already there at some point, to be quite honest. That's how bad this film is. It makes you wish you were anywhere but watching it. Afterlife is just a waste of time. I really don't know much more to say to that. Alright, anyway, the number 5 worst film of the year is My Soul to Take, because that title of this film is, I think, fitting, because I think that's what maybe Wes Craven had to do to get this on the movie screen, to sell his soul. This is also a soulless movie, and it's the absolute dead worst of his entire storied career, and believe me, Craven has made a couple films that are a piece of crap, just to sum it up. Even while he's getting older, I thought he was growing more as a director, taking his expertise in terror, if you will, and using them in a different terrain like he did, and style like he did with the movie Red Eye starring Rachel McAdams, which is a really good film. But here he reverts back to the old same old boring picture, only worse. Even some of his same old boring stuff was pretty decent back in the day. The story is, of course, the night a serial killer was taken out. He vowed to return to kill the 7 children born on the day he was killed, and people start disappearing. Uh-oh! Seriously, like if I made something this derivative, you'd have my permission to hunt me down and beat me with a full bag of plastic spoons until they're all broken. I am not kidding. This is just not something that Craven should be dignified. Should not be get away with. Of making. This is just an undignified piece of garbage. I know I'm using the same old cliches here, but let's say that they're all true. Don't make them all less true. But you know what? With Craven, I'll play the wait and see card with when Scream 4 comes out, and then I'll see if he's truly just completely and utterly lost it. Anyway, the number 4 worst film of the year is The Backup Plan, and in order to give this film a chance, here's what you need to do, okay? Just bear with me. Dismiss every single logic and notion of what being an adult in this situation could very well be. Just dismiss it all, because that's the only way this movie can even create something even remotely interesting. Sadly, despite being 27 and a kid at heart, I didn't enjoy this. I was hoping when J-Lo made her return to the big screen, it'd be in a memorable role like as in The Shortened Life, which was her last film before this one. But instead she plays an artificially inseminated preggers who meets the man of her dreams while pregnant. Whoopsie! But again, this concept can work with the right people behind it, but that would require thought, and this movie does anything but that. And the makers involved, such as director Alan Poole, and it would require him to have a fully functional brain to make this work, and he wasn't even on autopilot here. I don't think anybody was. Believe me, autopilot in this movie would be such a vast improvement. That is just how bad it was, and I cannot believe that I actually made it all the way through. And of all the bad chick flicks in the last few years, it doesn't always take the cake. But anyway, all I have to say to J-Lo is, see ya, Jen. I'm sure I'll see you on this list next year or the year after. And that is 6, 5, and 4.